So why do we need an aviation museum on the Isle of Wight? This to me is a gobsmacking question posed by a planning officer. In 1905, a twin float plane of bamboo construction was built at St Helens. Not successful. We made gondolas for the 1911 HMA Mayfly, the didn't fly airship. More successful was the fuselage for the Sopwith backed boats that won the Mortimer Singer Prize for the first all-British amphibious aircraft in 1913, using the island's expertise on powerboat hulls. During the First World War, about 600 aircraft of various types were designed and built on the island. There's an Avro picture there. Some with the collaboration of other manufacturers. I notice a future meeting is going to be at the Avro Heritage Museum, Woodford, on the 24th of October. Incidentally, Avro, Elliot Verdon Rowe, of course, contracted his name to make Avro, who then joined Saunders on the Isle of Wight and contracted Saunders Rowe to Sierra. You can see what he's doing there. Between the wars, many aircraft were designed and built on the island, with a particular expertise on seaplanes. Joyriding was commonplace in this popular holiday destination. Spartan aircraft manufacture was moved to the island. The picture shows Pauline Gower with her 3-seat Spartan. She is perhaps the most famous for the women's section of the World War II Air Transport Auxiliary. She owned 3 Spartans. This picture of the Spartan with Pauline and Dorothy Spicer, called Helen of Troy, because Dorothy worked on plane airframes. She had quite an engineering background on the Isle of Wight. WAM is raising money to return a fully restored example of a Spartan aircraft. If you wish to donate, and I'm sure you do check the tip amount, because it tends to be a bit exorbitant. World War II. The island is one of the most secret places in the UK. With the development of aircraft and radar, the secret projects on the island are only now coming to light. If the Allies didn't know about our secrets, the Germans certainly did. I hope you enjoyed Paul Thompson's talk about the Nazi attempts to steal radar technology, which was held at this museum last week. This significant study showcases the external research undertaken by the museum. The Princess Flying Boat. In this case, we collaborate with other museums on and off the island. As already mentioned, the Bus Museum is one of them. And to celebrate the Princess Flying Boat anniversary, we laid out the size of the aircraft on a field and had a double-decker bus so you could go up and see the outline. The double-decker bus would have fitted inside the aircraft. The SR-53 jet and rocket interceptor. That's the donated model. SR-A1 jet seaplane. This model was built by a local volunteer. We have a large number of models with very little space for full-size aircraft. We occasionally have a polarised discussion on the relative merits. Is our function to preserve history or to develop the future through education? Helicopters. Hovercraft. And many other high-tech designs and components. These are all helicopters. Airwave was a highly successful hang glider and paraglider manufacturer. And the lady on the right is a world record breaking, born on the island. Several other people connected with the island also broke records. The Cold War. The 1950s Black Knight rocket program was the most successful rocket program ever. Built on time, within budget, with a 100% success rate. Compare our 1950s success with current rocket programs. What made us so successful? Our full-size Black Arrow replica recalls the triumphant launch of the Prospero satellite. The first stage was recovered by Skyora and is now in the FAST Museum at Farnborough. They wanted to understand the kerosene and high test peroxide technology. When the rocket program was cancelled, many of the personnel joined the brain drain. As we discover their histories, we are revealing the influence the people of our island had on the space race and other aerospace development. World-leading aerospace development continues on our island. For example, a joint project between GKN and Rolls-Royce, developing a world-class engines, more powerful, more efficient, greener fuel. Technology for the 2030s developed on our small island. If Rolls-Royce are here, we do need to enhance our display. What makes us successful? It is the people of the island. We have a project to capture the many various histories of island people connected with aerospace industries. We are hoping to enhance that with an audio-enabled display, so visitors can listen to the recorded voices. This will add an emotional dimension to these histories. This is another area where we need help. We have a terrible job trying to understand the copyright, when and how we can use a photograph. We're a free-to-enter museum. This is Stanley Cause. We have been graciously given permission by the Isle of Wight Fire Brigade for Stanley Cause's picture. But Cliff Mitchellmore is a problem. I have a dream that this organisation could provide a service where we could say, I found this picture here and I want to display it in this way, and an expert will give me a yay or nay answer. We also need to establish a secure way to store these histories. Would the Aviation and Aerospace Archives Initiative be appropriate? We are working with some of the UK's best companies to showcase their work on the island. We've mentioned Rolls-Royce, GKN, BAE Systems, I can't remember what else is on the graphic, Airframe Assemblies, any suggestions? Yeah, Stainless Games, yeah. There's a lot of different in-flight peripherals, is another one. We do that to demonstrate the value of investing in the island's industries, increasing a community awareness of our impressive history, and demonstrating to younger generations the fantastic career possibilities. That is why we need an aviation museum on the Isle of Wight. Thank you for allowing us to demonstrate our aerospace history. Thank you.